Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and this is episode 6 of the Weird Science conservation video. Will it be the last one? Let's watch the video and find out. Right after this. Okay, it's the next day. Let's see if this will come up now. Get my spatula. Oh, yeah, it's no problem at all on that one. It's the other side that I was having trouble with. I'm still having trouble with it. It looks like some of the color is going to come off, which is not what I want at all. Yeah, we're going to lose a little more color. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I have a hole here I need to fill. That's not a problem. Gently, gently, gently. You know what? Yeah, we switched to the plastic one, and it seems to be working a little bit better. Like I said, we had a little bit of color loss. I kind of expected it, but I was hoping I wouldn't end up with it. Try it from this side again. Yeah, see, we're losing color there. But where we're losing color is where the color had already lost most of it. save as much color as I can. Yeah. What's happened is the Kollecting has glued itself to the cover. We're just going to lose some. We're just going to lose some color. That's all there is to it. Some more spots, but yeah, there we go. Okay. It's not too bad. There's a few things that I want to do. Which involved trimming a little bit of this off. And gluing it on there. And I have another larger piece that I want to take off right here. Just going to go like this, kind of an arc. Because I'm going to put that there. That way I can make a corner. I didn't do anything up here. I think the first thing I need to do is see if it's going to fold. Oh yeah, that'll fold very nicely. So I need to get some stuff so that I can glue these pieces on that I want to glue on. And then it's going to go back in the press, maybe. I have another piece here that's glue that there, and I had a piece somewhere up here that had a hole. Maybe it was in the back. Yep, right up here by his ear. We want to fill that too. Yeah, we'll take a little bit right here. So yeah, that one will go by his ear. All right. We'll be back when I gather up everything I need to fix this up. So what is it I'm planning to do to get this the way I want it? Well, first thing I'm going to do, take a tiny bit of water, just barely dip my brush in, and we're going to moisten it. I'm going to take that, put it right there. And I'm going to take my nanocellulose methylcellulose mix and brush it over it. Well, let's get some on here first. Now hopefully it's clean enough that I won't end up with a watermark. Over here, same thing. A little bit of water. I probably should have something underneath it. Oh well. I need to have something underneath that. Time to change tactics a little bit. Okay. Fortunately, I think when I did that, I lost one. I'm supposed to have one for up here and I don't see it. That's okay, we can always cut another piece off. There's one right there. We'll cut that so it's just a little tiny piece. I dropped it. That's okay, I have another one. I have one more up there I want to do. We'll just use this. Hopefully that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And I'm just going to let it dry. Just like that. Let it dry. Now we're going to put the latex on it. And I'm probably going to put a heavy book on top of it and just leave it for 24 hours. It's the next day. And it's time to see how this turned out. Now I'm sure some of you are wondering, what book did he put on there? Because it has to be pretty heavy, and it is a pretty heavy book. That's the book that I put on there. It was handy. So, yeah, let's take a look at this. Ah, It didn't stick. That's a good thing. But did it stick to the other one? No. All right. Yeah. I think that's going to do. Now I do have a piece here that I need to strengthen up. Didn't go quite far enough on that. But I might just be able to do that with some of my methylcellulose nanocellulose. I'm seriously thinking about reinforcing the spine. I mean, it folds pretty good, but I want to make it last a long time. So I'm thinking about just putting a piece of Tingujo all the way up the spine, just to reinforce it, just to make sure that everything stays good. Yeah. This piece here didn't turn out well. It shifted up when I was doing the leaf casting, or the spot casting. So I guess it's time to get my ruler out, if I can remember what I did with it. I lose that ruler more often than anything. Let me go see if I can find it. Alright, I found my ruler and I flipped the cutting mat over to the side that I actually cut on. Little tiny piece there. And we're going to see, actually I want to turn it over. I think before I cut it, I want to do something else. Where is... I'll be right back. What I wanted to do is get that first wrap, that first inner wrap, and check it to see how it fits. And yeah, I was afraid of that. Apparently what happened was when I was doing the leaf casting, one side folded slightly. Let's turn it back over here. This would go like this. And as you can see, it's slightly bigger at the top. And smaller at the bottom. So one of these sides tweaked slightly. It's not a lot, but it's annoying. And I really don't want to redo it. So I think what I want to do is add a little more furnish over here. Which means getting it wet again. Yeah. But that also gives me a chance to fill over here. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to increase the side over here so that it'll be all right, I think. Or maybe I'll just leave it like it is. In the meantime, I got some furnish right there I want to take off because it doesn't belong there. And I also want to work on this side a little bit. It might be better if I just did the front. I don't know, but the back is closer to the color match, so. Yeah, I think I'm just going to dampen that and cover it with something else. So we'll just use this. And all I'm doing is trying to make it so that these tears are sealed. And I don't really want to get the whole thing wet again. I will if I have to. I had one up here also. All right. You know what? I think that's going to be it for a few minutes. Let's go ahead and cover this up again. I think I do want to put this on there. And I need another. Doesn't have to be as heavy, so we'll just use a couple of old. These are. I think some of these are missing pieces. Anyway, yeah. We'll just leave it like that for a while. Now, I turned my camera on, and I went through and I did the last segment and thought everything was good, but when I went to save it, my camera had other ideas and I lost that video portion. So let me tell you what I did. I checked to see how it turned out, and what I'd done previously turned out pretty good. So I went ahead and trimmed the comic and then put a piece here and resealed that area there. Now I'm going to reseal the edges on the outside all the way around, and I'm going to do that in just a few minutes. I'm not going to get the whole comic wet. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dampen it with my cotton bud with some water, and then I will go over it and we get it all taken care of. And I'm going to do that all the way around the edges. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it aside from reinforcing these edges. I just don't think it needs more than that. And this is going to be a slow process, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. All I'm going to do is I'm going to do this first. And as you can see, I'm just dampening it. And then we'll take one of my brushes. I can't find the one I want, of course. I can never find the one I want. So I'll use this one instead. And then I'll paint it down with methylcellulose nanocellulose. And then I'll move on to, then I'll do this edge and then finish it up. I'm going to do the rest of that off camera. Well, you didn't see what I did, so here. I'll do one more edge for you. Then I'll do the rest off camera. I take some water, dip my Q-tip in, and we just go right down the edge here like that. I shouldn't end up with any tide marks, and if there is, I'll just get the whole thing wet and do it again. But I'm trying to avoid getting too much moisture on it. And then we just paint it. And that should reinforce any other tears that are on the edge. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it to the other 3.5 sides, and then I'll put my Kollecting back over it and seal it up. So yeah, be back in a while to show you. Okay, let's see how that turned out. I'm going to do the same with the inside if it's all right. I went all the way around all the corners. I did the spine again. There we go. Yeah, let's go around the inside like that again. I don't have time to finish this today, so if I want to make a video to release on Friday for this, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and I'm gonna repeat what I just did, and then I'll let it dry, and I will reassemble this. You know, show the reassembly for Monday's video, and then this will be done. So let's get back to work. I'm going to take this, and we're going to take my little and we're going to go over it just like that, all the way across. All the way across the bottom to dampen it. I'm not trying to get it wet. I just want to dampen it enough that this will stick. And then I found the brush that I like to use. And then we're going to go ahead and brush some of this methylcellulose and nanocellulose on. It ends up being a gel, and at first that bothered me, but then I realized that when I have something damp or wet, it's not a gel anymore. So now it doesn't bother me as much. I'm going to do this side here. And this is to strengthen the edges and make sure those cracks are sealed. I don't think I'm going to do the inside. Here I did the outside. I don't think I'm going to do it on the inside. Up here, same thing, all the way up. And now we do the top. And the purpose of this is to strengthen the edges. And that's the only reason I'm doing it. There we go. Seal that up. Seal my water up. I use this small condiment container for my methylcellulose, nanocellulose, and then I have a little bit bigger one that I use just for water. Works out great for me. Then we're going to put this on top of it. It doesn't. It's a little small, but that's okay. Set that on top of that. Use my book. And unfortunately I don't know where my second book of that is, so I'll just grab a couple of comic books. You know, not too many, just a couple. And that'll weight down the other side. So, That's going to be it for this video. So we'll go back to me. Well, it looks like it's not going to happen. There will be a part 7. I was trying to get it done by today, but things kept happening and I needed to tweak here and a tweak there to get it just the way I wanted it. And yeah, so I didn't get a chance to finish it, put it together. I think to create the holes in the cover and in that first wrap that I'm going to do, I'm going to get one of my sewing needles and use that. I don't do much sewing, but I do have some sewing needles and thread. I used to use them when I had a job. Now I don't care. A hole in the knee, by the knee of your jeans. I don't care. Just go cut the grass. It'd be fine. What about that hole in your jeans? So I got duct tape. We're good. Yeah, I couldn't quite finish it. Monday should be the last video. And then I think on Wednesday's video, I will introduce the next 2 projects. And of course, I do one project Friday and one project on Monday. So I think that's what I'm going to do for Wednesday's video, is introduce the new projects, whatever they happen to be. I don't even know what they are going to be yet. I might decide to play with this a little bit, make this look a little bit better. It could use some help, that's for sure. I might decide to do that Superman 5, which means cracking it out of that case. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the Superman 14, or maybe I'll work on Superman 24, which desperately needs help. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll find out on Wednesday. We'll find out together, because I won't know probably until Monday or Tuesday which one it's going to be. And I'm not telling until Wednesday. So there you go. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll try to get this thing finished pretty soon. It's almost there. I'm in the home stretch. So take care, everybody. Have yourself a great weekend. See you Monday. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, around 2 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, I'll be posting some more What the Bleep videos. Because I got What the Bleep over here. And over there. I got another box. Yeah, I got this one today. So, What the Bleep. I'll see you. So, I'll be on 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Those are normally pre-records, but you never know. I might go live and do one. And then Monday, I'll drop a video. Hopefully the last video for the Weird Science. Not going to promise, but hopefully I'll finish it this weekend. And then Tuesday, 2 o'clock, get another What the Bleep. And then Wednesday, we'll find out what I'm going to work on next. Even if the Weird Science video is not finished, I'll still show what I'm going to work on next. And Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central, Coffee with Chaos. Make sure you don't miss it. It's a lot of fun. At least it's fun for me. And sometimes it's fun for the people watching, too. So, have yourself a great weekend, like I said. Bye.